Hello, and welcome back. In this video, we are going to explore your vision and your why. We are beginning with the lack of clarity. Okay, so why is that important? Why is that the first key element of the procrastination puzzle? Well, because no clarity equals confusion. Then confusion means no direction. And if you have no direction, right, then you don't take action. You don't know what kind of action to take. And no action and no vision equals no motivation, right? Because when you have no exciting future to look forward to, then you don't really have any motivation to put effort to even try. Okay? So one thing I want to mention in the beginning of this video is that you can't overcome procrastination in general. I have that question asked so many times. People are asking me, okay, fine, but if I don't have like a super compelling and exciting vision, how do I kind of overcome procrastination in general, right? Like, how do I find drive and motivation if I don't have a compelling vision? And I'm like, you can't. You can't. Like, it's impossible to overcome procrastination in general. Simply progressing in life in any way requires you to have a direction. Okay. Now think about that. Now your vision will help you create your goals. Your goals are what gives you direction. And once you have a direction, you can create action plan, right? And you know where you are going. So just simply having clarity already produces natural motivation. Just imagine that you're laying bricks with absolutely no goal in mind. You're just there laying bricks, laying bricks, laying bricks. Somebody comes and asks you, hey, Jude, what are you doing? And you're like, I don't know, just laying bricks. Like, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. How long will it take you before you give up? If you don't know what you're building, if you have no blueprint, let's say for the house that you're building, and you're just laying bricks, it's not gonna take you too long before you lose motivation and drive because you'll be like, why the hell am I even doing that? Why am I bothering? Right? And so everything started as somebody's vision. Having a vision is the most important ingredient to any recipe of success. It's your North Star, it's your internal compass to where you are going. Everything started as someone's vision, right? Everything, even like the glass I'm drinking from. Somebody had to envision it first to create a blueprint for how to actually manufacture it so I can now drink from that glass. And here I put out a few quotes that I found on Google that I think are useful to understand the importance of having a vision. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight and no vision. That's super painful, very deep, by Helen Keller, right? Just think about that. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight and no vision. Now, another one where there is no vision, there is no hope, right? If you don't see any positive possible future for you, you have no hope, you have no drive, you have nothing to work for. And we are limited not by our abilities, but by our vision. So good. So, wherever there is lack of clarity, priorities get messed up always, and procrastination creeps in. All of a sudden, cleaning up your email inbox becomes more important because of the lack of clarity on what else is actually important, right? Think about that. We tend to uh, generalize things. We know we should be doing something else. We know that there is something else that is more important, but most of the time, or a lot of times, it is not quite clear for us what exactly and why, right? We say things like, I really need to be working on my business right now. I really need to be doing marketing for my offer right now. I really should be talking to prospects right now. But what does that even mean? Like, these generalities are very easy to bypass but because they lack specificity and therefore importance. at least for your subconscious mind. Now, when you say I really need to be working on my business, fine. What does that even mean? What does working on your business mean? Do you currently need to be talking to prospects on Messenger? Do you need to be building a course? Are you like, what exactly does that even mean? And why? Again, do you remember what I told you in the beginning of this course? Behind every action, there should be an intention. For every action that you are taking on or not taking, ask yourself, what is my intention? What is that? Why? Right? So if we are very general and if we have no vision and no specificity like in our goals, it's super easy for your subconscious mind to just bypass that, right? So your subconscious mind always needs a direction. And if you don't show it what you want, it will choose it for you. And what it's going to choose is always the path of least resistance. What does that mean? It's always going to choose pleasure over pain. It's always going to choose the easier instead of the more difficult one. It's always going to choose the thing that doesn't bring all of the fear and doubt on the surface. It's always going to choose the path of least resistance. So once when there is no clarity again and specificity, your subconscious mind is easily going to bypass that. And when you have no clear why, we're going to talk about that in a second as well. Again, the same thing. So why is that important? Why am I even talking about the subconscious mind here? Well, because your subconscious mind is responsible for manifesting 95% of your reality. That's the deeper emotional mind. And while your conscious mind is responsible for only 5% of your reality. So you can imagine that it is important to speak the language of your subconscious mind, right? We want to work together in harmony with your subconscious mind, not against it. And here's a picture that can demonstrate that. Here you can see, like, this is the famous representation of the conscious and subconscious mind as an iceberg. You see only the tip of the iceberg above the surface, which is your conscious mind, and then all the rest that you don't see is your subconscious mind, which is 95% of your reality. So your conscious mind is responsible for things such as logical thinking, short-term memory, again, willpower, critical thinking, while your subconscious mind is responsible for beliefs, emotions, values, long-term memory, intuition, fears, all of that. So even in this picture, you can see why using willpower is never going to work to sustain your motivation and to actually stay productive. Is because you're trying to influence 95% of your mind with this 5%. Like, it's not going to work. Willpower depletes and is never going to be able to take control over your whole subconscious mind. So again, with short-term memory, I told you that if you don't read your vision every single day to remind yourself of the emotions, right here, we want to work with the subconscious mind. We want to talk its language. You're going to forget it. You're going to forget it. So we want to rewire that part of the brain. We want to rewire your subconscious mind. How do we do it? With repetition. That's the key. And this is like, this picture also shows you why having a strong why, which is attached with emotions of pain, right? The alternative pain, the painful alternative of not achieving your vision, and the pleasure, the exciting, compelling vision. It's all tied to your emotions. It's all tied to your emotions. So we want to work with your subconscious mind. The conscious mind speaks in generalities and concepts, and the subconscious mind speaks in specifics. Okay? So we want to talk its language again for the, I don't know which time I repeat that. So we want to create a vision for your future so compelling that your subconscious mind can't help but get on board. And I just want you to remember that motivation is a natural byproduct of a compelling vision. Just just see the difference. If I tell you right now, hey, if I tell you I want orange juice, yeah, fine, okay, I want orange juice. But if I tell you I really want to have a coat freshly squeezed orange juice that I can just take a big, refreshing sip of right now and have the feeling of the soothing texture run down my throat and the feelings of the citrus flavor salivating my mouth and have that feeling of refreshness and blah, 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 blah. How does that make you feel? It almost makes you want to go to the fridge, right, and take orange juice. Why? Because it's compelling. It's compelling you to do it. It's not pushing you, it's pulling you, right? I want orange juice, I want money, I want, versus I really want the emotions. I want to feel every single detail, every single, like, that's compelling. It's pulling you, it's not pushing you. And that's the vision you want to create for your future. That's the vision that's going to produce natural motivation. Look at this example. I want a new house. Fine. Versus, it is now the 28th of December 2023. I wake up in the morning smelling the wonderful aroma of essential oils floating around my beautiful, spacious white bedroom. The natural sunlight is shining right through the big French windows, causing me to smile and feel grateful. I get up, walk downstairs to the first floor of my new 2-story beach house. I go to the modern, fully equipped, spacious, bright kitchen, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read the whole thing for you because you get the idea. You can read it later on your own time. But you can see that once we paint the picture in so much detail that it almost makes you feel as if you are there, smelling it, feeling it, tasting it, experiencing it, it produces an emotion inside of you, right? That's what we want. That's what we are striving for. And the second part of this video is the blurry why. Why do I call it blurry? It's because many times we kind of have an idea of what our why is, right? We know why we want to, let's say, have a lot of money, or have or find the true love, or blah blah blah. We know that, but it's kind of blurry. Like it's not always very clear. Again, your subconscious mind likes specificity. That's why you need to have your why also super clear, super very very clear, and remind yourself of that why, so you can keep engaging your subconscious mind. So why is that important? Well, no why equals no purpose. No purpose equals no fulfillment, and no fulfillment leads to no commitment, because if you're not fulfilled, you won't commit. Vision without a strong why has no soul to it. It has no weight, it has no power, it has no energy, and therefore nothing to it. It cannot create a burning desire within you, which is what is causing natural motivation. Motivation is naturally created by a burning desire, which is a strong why and a clear vision, and sustained by faith, right? As we already spoke about, which is having the belief that your success is inevitable. And here's one sentence that, if you just remember this one, it can change a lot for you. Motivation is nothing else but a reason why we do something. Please remember that, write it down, remind yourself every single time of that. Motivation is nothing else but a reason why we do something. So, why am I telling you all the time to ask yourself about your intention before you take any action? Because you need to find the reason. Now, here I'm gonna give you a little example. This is called the golden circle, and it represents why your why is more important than the what and the how. So the what and the how are things like, so the what could be your vision, how is going to be how you're going to get there, and your why is like, why do you want it? So remember when you were in school and you ask, maybe you haven't done that, but like, imagine when you were back in school and then you ask your teacher, why do we want to, I'm sorry if it hurt the dog barking in the background. I hope that didn't interrupt you a lot. So and then you ask your teacher, why do we need to read the book Hamlet during our spring vacation? And then she tells you, well, because I said so, because it's part of the curriculum, that's why, right? So she's telling you what, which is reading Hamlet, the book, then she's telling you, she might tell you how, right? Like, for example, read a chapter every week, highlight things, blah, blah, blah. But then the why is is not there, right? If you ask her, why do we need to read it? Well, because I said so, or because the curriculum said so. Well, you're not going to have a lot of motivation to read that book, right? You won't have that much motivation, or at least not a natural motivation. You will have to push yourself and force yourself. Now, but if we start with the why, right? If we start with the why, and let's say I ask you, hey, do you want to learn the step by step process to becoming financially independent, providing your family with with such an amazing lifestyle, having them not worry about absolutely anything, you being the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams, and being just like this super rich person in less than 6 months, and like I just picture your dream life for you, right? And then if that's something that you want, you'll be like, yeah, of course I want that. How? Then I'm going to tell you, well, you can read the book Think and Grow Rich, right? And then you can take notes, the how. I'm not going to start with the what. I'm not going to tell you, read the book Think and Grow Rich and not give you any good reasons why you should do that. I'm going to start with the why, and then I'm going to bring you to the what. So that's what we want to do to bring motivation, okay? Motivation is nothing else but the reason why we do something. Now, needing a meaning is a natural instinct. We need to have a reason to push through obstacles, to face our fears, to overcome failure, and to try again. That's what meaning gives us, the strength to build discipline and resilience. And it might be a little bit weird that I quoted myself here, but it's just that I came up with this definition of what your why is, and I thought it really summarized it very nicely. So, um, well, it might be weird, I don't know, but I think that your why is your own unique answer to the excitement that you feel when you dream about your vision. At least for me, that resonates so well. It's so much. So I wanted to share that with you. Your why is your own unique answer to the excitement that you feel when you dream about your vision. Okay. And your why could be anything, like as long as it lights you up. Honestly, it doesn't have to be some noble reason, solving world hunger problems and blah, blah, blah. Like it doesn't have to be. This is society's type of standards. Like, of course, if you want to do that, if you really truly want to solve world hunger and that's driving you, by all means, just go for it. But if it doesn't, and you're just choosing something just so it can seem noble, that's not your why. Your why is just simply something that lights you up. That's it. As long as it tells you why your dreams are important to you, that's your why. It's your own unique why and nobody else's. Here's a quote by Napoleon Hill that I love. There is one quality which one must possess to win, and that's definiteness of purpose, the clarity, the knowledge of what one wants, right? And the burning desire to possess it. So, a burning desire is what? It's something that you want and a strong reason why you want it. And a burning desire attaches more pleasure to the unfamiliar than to what's familiar, making it easier to achieve your desire. So, figuring out what you really want in life lies in asking yourself some really good questions. And this is where honesty is of utmost importance. So, ask yourself those questions. What is the end goal of the activities you do or you fail to do to undertake on a daily basis? What is the end goal? Are these activities moving you in the direction of your dreams? What are your dreams? Do you have a vision? Do you have a burning desire? Think about that. In other words, why do you want to beat procrastination really? I already mentioned that in the beginning of this course, but it is so important that I want you to think about it again. Why do you want to beat procrastination? Is it so you can go and effortlessly do the boring things that bring no joy in your life? Or is it because you know that you're born for so much more and you're ambitious and you feel frustrated and disappointed with yourself for wasting your potential and your life away? I think it's the second, right? You are here not because you want to learn how to overcome procrastination in general and do the boring shit. It's because you can feel that you're born for great things. You can feel that you have so much more potential, and it's painful that you're not living up to it. So think about that. And now it's action time, baby. This is the Procrastination Crusher workbook. It's going to help you to create your vision, your goals, and your priorities. So, this is like a very detailed workbook that is going to help you first paint the big picture of your dream life, and then it's gonna help you narrow all of that down to goals and then to very very clear action steps. Okay, it's quite lengthy, and I really suggest you take your time with that book. Don't rush through it, because I know it's gonna take a lot of brain power for you to go through the whole thing, and therefore you might be tempted to procrastinate. But if you need, take maybe 30 minutes time slots to work and maybe 10 minutes to rest, and then just go for it. Make sure that you're in a good mm, state of mind. Like, don't do it just to do it. Don't do it just to do it, because I'm not gonna check your homework. It's not a homework type of thing. That's for you. It's for you to help you get clarity. So, like, like you will get out as much as you put in. So if you just scratch the surface and do it just for the sake of doing it, there's no point bothering. Right? I really want you to go full in, and there won't be any other lengthy exercises in this course. This is the one. So make sure you spend enough time and energy, and yeah, on that one. So I'm gonna make a separate video explaining a little bit on that, how to work that through. And apart from this, there is another worksheet which is called the 7 levels deep exercise. That's gonna help you really get a better understanding of your why. It's quite popular exercise. You might have done it already, but do it again. Do it again. It's helpful. Okay, it's helpful. So some mistakes to avoid, some mistakes that people make, is they don't allow themselves to dream, let alone to have desires, right? They should, the shutdown comes from the belief of it's not possible for me. They allow what's been possible for others or what's been possible in the past to guide them in the future. That's why so many people, like, they barely have any exciting visions, because they don't allow themselves to dream big. They don't think they can have it. Okay. So, truth bomb. You will never know the how until you get there. So, don't even bother stressing yourself with those details. If you're going to a brand new place that you've never been to before, you will never know how to get there. Okay? Like, you won't know. That's why so many people don't really dare to try new things, because they don't know the how. They don't know the how, so they shut themselves down. But you will never know the how. So don't even bother. What is the point of the GPS if you're already stressing about how you're going to get there, right? Like, for example, imagine you take the GPS and you put the new location, which is your goal, right? Your vision, and then instead of just letting it unfold for you, letting it happen, right? Surrendering, you're like, oh my gosh, do I need to turn left? Do I need to turn right? But what is the next right move? What is the next right step? Like, what is the point if you're going to do that? Like, just trust that once you have your goal and vision and your burning desire in place, and you have set the GPS to your subconscious mind, it will be shown. The path will be shown to you. Trust that whatever is desired by you is destined for you. Allow yourself to dream big today. You can have whatever you want, and you can have it all if you wish. Anything that tells you otherwise is just a limiting belief that no longer serves you, a limited, outdated paradigm. We live in a limitless universe where anything is possible. So you having more doesn't take away from anyone else. And you being happy and fulfilled serves the world in a positive way. Why? Because happy people do happy things. And they make more happy people who make more happy things, who do more happy things. So if you have a burning desire, a vision that you've been suppressing, something that you have been disregarding as like impossible, like I really want that, but it's not possible for me, I dare you, I challenge you to allow yourself to put that on paper today. Okay. And this is all for this module. I will see you in the next module where we will discuss the faulty beliefs, the limiting beliefs, and the emotions. All right. See you there.